This is so cute. Wait. Oh my god, I just got so excited. This is the first Glomus video of Glomus. And this is such a cute setup. I love this. Okay. Jingle bell. Hi friends, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I'm so excited. Welcome to Glomus. This is Glomus, day one of Glomus. I can't believe that we are here again. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself again. I can't believe we are embarking on this journey. I, for one, am so excited. I'm so excited that we're doing this. I can't wait for all the videos and all the content and all the surprises I have planned for you guys this month. If you're new here and you don't know what Glomus is, first of all, welcome. Second of all, welcome to 31 Days Aglow. And this is basically where I post a video every single day in December and call it a name, and I really stress myself out. But I'm really excited to start doing this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Wow, I can't believe this is happening. Okay, I'm gonna chill. So, first of all, the candle of the day today is Mary Cookie from Bath & Body Works. Thought it would be very appropriate for today's, you know, holiday festivities, because we're really just kicking the door down into Christmas and saying we're home. That made no sense. But today is going to be a holiday anti-haul. I haven't done an anti-haul in a long time because they started to make people angry. I would always get comments that were like, "You're so negative," or like, "Well, I want to buy this and you're telling me I'm stupid because I don't want to buy it." Okay, that's not what this is. This is purely to make jokes and have fun. It's all a joke. I'm not going to do a disclaimer because it's just makeup, and if you're getting offended by that, I don't know what to tell you, but today we're going to be doing a video talking about like holiday launches and oh my god, my light's not on. Well, is this amateur hour? I need that subtle glow behind me. Today we are going to be talking about holiday launches and holiday sets. And unfortunately for the owners of Tarte and Too Faced, this video is going to be really aimed at them. But they just put out the dumbest stuff. I was like, I'm gonna go through Sephora and I'm just gonna see what's been coming out, because I feel like I've been walking through like Sephora and Ulta and I'll randomly see a palette that I've never seen online, and I've seen nobody talk about, nobody getting PR, Trend Mood didn't talk about it, and I see this palette and I'm like, where did you come from? And it's from like Too Faced, and I'm like, where did you come from? You want to know where the real secret palettes are? Ulta. There is like 30 Too Faced holiday collections just sitting at Ulta right now that nobody's talking about and nobody knows about. And honestly, nobody should be buying in the first place. So let's just get right into it. Man, I love roasting brand. The first thing I want to talk about is the Sephora favorites gift sets. I don't necessarily have an issue with these. I'm anti-hauling them for me because if you have a collection kind of similar to mine and you have a lot of makeup, these mini sets can get lost. I do see the benefit for mini sets like this for like stocking stuffers, if you want to like split them up amongst your friends and give your friends like one of each, or if you don't have a lot of makeup and you want to try stuff out. So I understand the benefit for those. I still kind of think that for minis, these are stupid expensive. A lot of them are currently on sale at Sephora for Black Friday. So if you're gonna get them, I would get them at the sale price of like $25, where they're trying to retail sell them at like $45 and up, which I think is just absurd. I think if you're gonna, nobody should spend over $25 on a bunch of minis. Like, it costs them literally $0 to make these. You're getting like 0.000 product. Like, nobody should spend that much on minis. But if you're gonna get them while they're on sale. And I don't think inherently these are that bad, because I get why they could be useful to some people, but these just get lost in my collection. They're not useful for me. I want to address those first, and the only one I think would be worth it for me, personally as a person, would be the perfume set, because I think that's a cool idea where you get like a gift card to redeem it for a perfume in the set. I think that's a cool idea. I'm a fan of that, but otherwise these sets serve no purpose to me in my life. If you want to do it, get them on sale. Don't pay over $40 for samples. That's absurd. The next one, this is the only real Too Faced holiday collection at Sephora, and this is called their Christmas Cookie House Party. This retails for 58 doll hairs and looks an awful lot like a whole lot of makeup that's subpar and that you don't need. The eyeshadow palette is the eyeshadow palette is literally their extra spicy palette. Like, let's do a compare and contrast really quick. This eyeshadow palette is a combination of their gingerbread and gingerbread extra spicy palette. This gingerbread man lipstick thing, they have been selling for like 3 years as a limited edition Christmas item, so I'm over that. And also the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, just get the NYX glitter glue. Don't buy the Too Faced one. It's not, the NYX glitter glue is very good at what it does, and it does the same thing as this. There's like a little eyeshadow sparkly quad, which I don't really understand, because you're already getting this like big hunker of a palette that's unnecessary. So why are you adding in a quad? There's a Better Than Sex mascara mini, which everybody's, I think Julia, was it Julia that said this? Julia said in a video, she was like, everybody has tried the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because they throw it in everywhere. There's minis of that everywhere. I feel like Too Faced just has an entire warehouse of just mini Better Than Sex mascaras that they throw in everything. Like, they always have one. And then you get this little dinky face palette that appears to have a very orange bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And the reason I harp on Too Faced so much with holiday stuff is because their holiday stuff is notoriously poor quality. Notoriously. They come out, anything that's not in those tin pans, they don't put any effort into. This is completely trying to get you on the fact that it's cute and a collector's item. Spoiler alert, it's not a collector's item. It's just makeup that's gonna take up space and go bad. If I thought for a second that they even tried to put like quality of makeup in this, I would be like, you know what? Do you? They don't. They don't put anything, any actual quality into the actual makeup. They put all of the money into the packaging and then use crappy eyeshadow formulas that isn't their normal one. And that's just the tea. Oh, this. Okay, Tarte. I told you it's gonna be all Too Faced and Tarte. They just really did it this year. Tarte came out with the 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe. Okay, first of all, I actually commend Tarte because I do think that if the product wasn't complete crap, that this price point is good. I think $35 for all those highlighters, blushes, I think maybe some of these could be used as a bronzer. I think that's at least a good price point. So I appreciate the fact that they didn't overcharge on these. However, they overcharged considering the quality of the product. I swatched these in stores, and at first I was a little intrigued because I thought it was gonna be like the melt stacks. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I've never seen, first of all, this is a side note, but I hate the melt stack packaging because if you have it in a drawer and a palette even slightly gets under like one of the little thingies, it just splits apart. Like, every time I open the drawer that's in, it's split apart. It's one part's over here, one part's over there. Like, it's not a good situation. So I don't love that packaging, but when I saw this, I felt like they did that packaging in a great way because all 3 of these things are connected. With the melt, it like tears apart. This is all connected so it wouldn't just fly apart. So I was like, oh, cool packaging, like that's kind of neat. And then I'm looking and I'm like, I really like Tarte's blush formula, so maybe this is something that I'll like get, or maybe it's something I'll get as a gift for somebody. I go in and I see this at Sephora and I was like, oh, Tarte, let me go look. And I go and look. This is not, okay, first of all, it's not the blush formula that's their normal Tarte blush formula, which is such a shame because their blush formula, their Amazonian clay blush formula, is genuinely very good. It does dry out very quickly, which kind of stinks, but it's very good. It's a great formula. These are not that formula. The highlighters are so chunky and just weird and not at all, like, it's so strange being so chunky, yet when you rub them on your arm, they have such little pigment. And the bronzer was orange. I don't know what it is about these brands doing these orange bronzers, but that works for so little skin types. I just don't understand it. And on top of that, this is some of the cheapest packaging that I've ever seen. It is like the kind of plastic that feels weightless. Like, there is no weight to it. It's completely, it feels, I'm not trying to be shady because you can find some great stuff at the dollar store, but it feels like dollar store packaging. It feels so incredibly cheap. And I was, at first, the reason I liked it was because they all stayed together, but I feel like one time pulling it out too quickly and these are gonna snap off. Like, they're not put together very well. They're not made very well. And overall, heavily disappointed. I was actually like, okay, Tarte usually comes out with those blush books where they make like a kind of big array of blushes or whatever. And that's not something I would probably get just because I have so many blushes, and having something like that would be wasteful for me. But I think it's really good for people who really love Tarte blushes to get like that value. I don't know why after the success of one of their blush palettes from last year, they would go and put out something like this that is so subpar and so not good. That one was really bad. I wanted to talk really quick about the Sephora collection. Sephora always does these like winter palettes. So the Sephora makeup brand in general is very confusing to me because it's like, are you for pro makeup artists, like your pro palettes, which are like so expensive, or are you making like cheap kids makeup? Like I can't tell where they're trying to go with their brand. It's very confusing. This palette, the Winter Eyes eyeshadow palette, it's already on sale for $12, which is so cheap. Like that's crazy. And it's just like, I don't know why they even bother. Like why are you even, you know what's in your store. You know the cool packaging. You know the cool concepts that are coming into your store. You guys run the store. You know what's coming in and out, and you're gonna put out stuff like this? I just don't understand it. Oh, Tarte. Oh, this is their, oh my God, this is their Winter Wonder Glam Luxe Eye Palette. $54. This thing is so big. It's so big. First of all, Tarte, please stop putting in minis into your actual palettes. Please stop. Nobody wants the mini mascara embedded into their eyeshadow palette. They're not gonna travel or bring this palette anywhere to begin with because it's so freaking big. Everybody puts their mascara separately from their palettes. Nobody like keeps them embedded in their makeup. That's so weird, and I hate that they make it a part of the packaging because then there's just empty holes once you take them out and use them. That's first of all. Second of all, there is not a single theme to this eyeshadow palette. There's no color story. There's no winter theme. It's literally black sequins. Tarte was like, I wish Nisa was here so she could do a Barbara sketch for me. I feel like Tarte was literally just in the boardroom though, and they were like,
oh, I know what sells.
Glitter.
And you know what else sells? Black glitter for those edgy e-girls.
and there's just not, there's no cohesion. There's no color story. Like it's just glitter and then boring basic shades. And even the one shade that does look interesting was this, which is this like purple to blue multi-chrome duochrome situation. Even that doesn't look that interesting or good. I don't know. This, I saw this and I was like, first of all, I've not seen a single person talk about this, but I've seen it in stores, and it is a big, big palette that you just don't need. And it's so overpriced. And also, this is a little hint. This is a little tip from me. If any of these like really pique your interest and you genuinely really want to buy one, I'm not gonna judge you, but please wait until like just a day after Christmas, because you want to know what's gonna happen? All of these are gonna go on sale. So if you really want to buy them, wait till they go on sale, because I promise you 99% of what I'm talking about in today's video, it's gonna be on sale, okay? They're not gonna sell out. I promise that they are not gonna sell out of these things. Okay, this one I just want to talk about because I have a personal vendetta against the sugar lip balms. These sugar lip balms, I hated. They literally are wax. I don't understand in any capacity why these lip balms are so hyped up the way that they are, because it doesn't make any sense. I genuinely don't understand why they're so hyped up, because when I tried to use them, it is so hard and so non-moisturizing that it felt like I was putting just pure wax on my lips. Like it was horrible. So first and foremost, I hate these. Second of all, even if you do like the formula, do you really need 6 of these? In all the different flavors for $42 for lip balm? Granted, I'm sure if somebody really loves these and uses it every day, this is like a decent deal for them, I guess. I don't understand why you like them, but this is like a decent deal, I guess. It takes so long to go through a lip balm. I'm not positive I've ever finished a lip balm like this. Like I'm pretty sure I lose my lip balms before I ever finish them. And maybe that's just like a me problem. Like maybe that just says that I need to like take better care of my lip balms, but it just feels like it would take forever to get through this. And it also feels like it's overly priced for what you're getting. Like $42 for lip balm. That doesn't compute for, it's not, I don't know. That's a petty one. All right, this is when we really get into tearing into Too Faced and Tarte. The rest of the video is just Too Faced and Tarte because their Ulta collections this year, oh my God. Too Faced came out with this collection, the Too Faced Gingerbread Lane collection. First of all, they already did this basically in like 2016, the 3 separate palettes with boring little eyeshadow like things with a bronzer and a blush at the bottom. They've already done this. So this is a done idea. Like they're literally repeating an idea. They just made the palette smaller and more expensive. That's first and foremost. I feel like if you want a quad like this, please don't buy these ones, because I know for a fact they are not going to be good quality. You could go and get like a Wet n Wild. Those Wet n Wild palettes would be a perfect replacement for this. You could go and get a Wet n Wild palette. You could go get one of the Midas quads that they just came out with, their coffee collection that has like these cute little things, and you wouldn't be bringing in 12 eyeshadows that are going to be incredibly subpar, 2 blushes that are going to be incredibly subpar, and a bronzer that's going to be incredibly subpar. You don't need this. I know they're trying to market it because of the cute packaging, and I get it. Like, it is tempting because it is adorable, but nobody needs this. And then I saw, this one is so dumb. This is their Let It Snow Girl. I can just hear Jared Blandino saying that, like, let it snow, girl. Oh my God. Okay, so they made it like 3 little snowman balls, and the big one's the palette. This palette is ugly. There's no color story. There's no inspiration. There's nothing. It's just random colors that they've had in all of their previous holiday palettes sitting in a circular pan. This is gonna be horrible to store, first of all. Second of all, as we've already touched on, quality, bad. You also get this like blush blush quad, and then you get the duo pan of bronzer and highlighter. Just on a practicality level, that duo pan of highlighter and bronzer, I can tell you right now, is gonna be so annoying because I've had duo things like that and I hate them because especially if it's blush and bronzer, it's usually okay, but with the highlighter, glitter is in that, and so glitter inevitably is going to get into the bronzer, and then it's gonna be a complete mess. Like, it just doesn't work out. Glitter and bronzer don't belong together. I'm just gonna say that right now. And they have another one too, but this one was, oh my God, I saw this in store too, and I was like, are you kidding? This is exactly what Tarte put out last year. This is literally, except they added one more side. Tarte put out a box palette for their Moroccan themed one that you could open exactly like this. Too Faced did the same thing. They just added another one to be a star. It opens the same way. Like, I just feel like, especially Too Faced, they just throw out as much as they possibly can and just don't put any quality into anything they're putting out. I would so much rather that Too Faced just put out like one really good, really solid holiday launch that everyone could get excited about and there would be hype. I had never seen these until I actively went searching for them or just happened to stroll by them in an Ulta. Nobody knows that these exist really on YouTube. I've seen nobody doing reviews or talking about these, at least none of the bigger people that would typically get all this PR from Too Faced. So I'm pretty sure Too Faced isn't even sending out PR for these packages. It just feels like they are just putting out as much as they possibly can and to be as cutesy as possible to really try to get the consumers to buy these things. And at the end of the day, it's not good quality. You're not gonna wanna have to store these things. They're gonna be so annoying to store. Just don't. Then we have the Tarte things at Ulta. I know people are gonna say they don't hate this palette because they like the fact that if they wanted to travel, they could pull one of these out and then be on their way. This palette is so big, it has a drawer. A drawer. You could keep your jewelry in it too. It's multifunctional. It's an eyeshadow palette and a jewelry box. What? Why are we making palettes this big and unnecessary and bulky at this point? Like, why do those things need to be stored in the palette after you've already bought it? It's not like you're trying to help people save space because the palette is so unnecessarily big and boxy. Like, this makes no sense to me, the design. I also feel like they tried to make it cute. I commend them that they at least did something different with the eyeshadows. Like, at least there's like, it seems kind of like those Huda glitters that were in the new nude palette last year that have like a little bit of dimension to them. I appreciate that they did that. Are those the same? 2 of the quads look exactly the same. I was just looking at it. Those 2, I was just looking at it and I was like, these look identical, except one has a dark brown and one has a red. I have to move through this because I feel like I have been talking for like an hour, but next are these Tarte lip ornaments, and it's a lip gloss set. I actually saw this and I was like, this could be cute. Like, I don't hate this. These glosses are not good. I guess gloss is kind of a personal thing, so if you want to go in and test them yourself, like, go for it. The packaging is kind of weird and would be very awkward to store, but it's like, they're kind of cute. However, the actual gloss formula on this is just awful. It's incredibly goopy and sticky. I swatched it and I just instantly felt it and was like, this is not a good gloss formula. It's very goopy, it's very sticky. It feels like if you were to put it on, it would be very stringy, like when you're talking. And I also feel like they were somehow that goopy and that stringy, which sometimes happens with really pigmented glosses, but still had little to no pigment. It was really just a sheen. And I was like, no gloss that is just a sheen should be this goopy and this unreal. unpigmented. So I am not a fan of these. I appreciate the fact that this could work for a lot of different skin tones with the exception of the really white one. But this is just, the formula really sucks on this one. I was bummed because I actually was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool from Tarte, and then it was bad. Finally, I know this technically isn't from their holiday collection, but I have to talk about this palette because nobody knew it existed. I didn't know it existed. If you knew this existed, you get like a makeup award for knowing this existed. This is their sweater weather palette. It's a plaid fuzzy palette with some fall tone. I didn't know this existed, and I'm just laughing because I don't understand what Tarte and Too Faced are doing. I guess this is what this video is all about. It's like, Tarte and Too Faced, what are you doing? What's going on with your brands? Like, why are you guys, this can't be sustainable for them. Like, something has to be going wrong for them to be throwing out this many types of palettes. I feel like if they just took a step back and released less and tried harder on the releases they did put out, they would do well. If they just like edited what they were putting out, just like a little bit, I think they would do so much better. If they put any amount of effort into their formulas, they would do so much better, but they don't. They don't do it. So that's why we're here making this video. I got really like ranty in this video. I hope you guys liked it. Happy Glomus day one. Check off the list. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. I'm honestly just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much what was that? Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I am wearing on my face will be linked down below, along with a link to register to vote. And 'tis the season to register and vote and use your voice in a positive way. Please click that link and please register to vote, and please actually go vote in all of the elections we have coming up in the next year or two. Also, if you're not from the United States and that link does not apply to you, please make sure you're using your voice in a positive way. Make sure you're staying informed on what's going on around you this holiday season. Yeah, the world needs more of it. I love you guys so much. Happy Glomus, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!